All right, man. We live in full effect. Run through this Ryan Garcia, Javier Fortuna thing real quick. Don't anticipate it being a super duper long live stream, so it is what it is. Appreciate everybody that's gonna listen to the replay on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts. You listen to this tomorrow morning. Hit the link tree, take you everywhere. As far as the podcast game, also to my Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitch. What up, though, to everybody watching on Twitter as well, too. Want to rewatch this on YouTube, boxing one-on-one playlist. If you listening, YouTube, Goodfella TV. So we pretty much everywhere, pretty much trying to lay it down. So the benefit of listening to it the next morning, obviously you don't have to keep the YouTube stream on. I have to keep YouTube live or get YouTube Red to keep the stream on. Her iPhone user just got picture with YouTube. I'm like, damn, my phone been doing that shit for years. So, but nonetheless, it is what it is. You can listen to it. It's free. Just I ask you to rate me or follow me on there, man, and listen as often as you can. Put it up around 8-9 in the morning. So my morning workout people to be up on Spotify first, and Anchor Spotify first, then everything after that. If you forget about it, you can check the community tab. You can check Twitter. You can check my Instagram story. So I notify people all there when they are finally up on those platforms. So we're going to talk about Ryan Garcia KO or TKO of Javier Fortuna last night. We also going to talk about Ryan Garcia calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. He said if you don't get Gervonta Tank Davis, he wants Teofimo Lopez. We're also going to talk about Bernard Hopkins saying the belts don't matter. Floyd Mayweather saying the belts don't matter. The legends of boxing being just as responsible for the downfall of boxing as the new generation, right? So on Linktree right here, it's the first link in the description. Also, it's pinned in live chat out on the screen. So, it is what it is. I mean, Ryan Garcia, he did his thing last night. He was saying he was going to knock out Javier Fortuna early in the fight. He said Javier Fortuna was saying that he couldn't make 135. He couldn't make 140 pounds. And he said at one point, he said that he couldn't even make 140 pounds. He said that. And he tried to find a way out the fight. So that lets you know everything about the fight you need to know. Fortuna had 7 weeks to fight. So once I heard that for sure, once I heard Ryan Garcia was signing up to fight Javier Fortuna, I just knew that it wasn't going to be a tough fight. I mean, Ryan looked pretty good. He kept his hands up last night. His defense looked a lot better. Utilized his jab where he didn't utilize it with Emmanuel Tago. He utilized the jab. Footwork looked a lot better. He said when he fight upper echelon fighters that he will look a lot better past that. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Fortuna looked terrible. He looked bloated going to the ring. So his camp probably was just to cut weight and get a check. So, hey, at the end of the day, I can't blame Ryan Garcia for Fortuna's shortcomings. So, I mean, that is what it is. Let's get it started, man.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
So you can't blame, Ryan Garcia for Fortuna not showing up. I mean, obviously he had other people in mind when he was talking about guys like Tevin Farmer. I'm not sure how far Fortuna was down the list. I don't know if Joseph Diaz even made the list, but a lot of people thought it was going to be a wake-up call, him fighting Javier Fortuna. I didn't. I know when guys like Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, I mean, whoever else, the other cherry pickers in boxing, Leo Santa Cruz, and they pick somebody, they're pretty much confident they're going to win. Could it be cherry picking gone wrong? Absolutely. Even Manny Pacquiao, when he got the welterweight, everything was calculated. His whole career, everything was calculated. So, I was trying to talk about people getting on Jake Paul for doing a rehydration gloves with a scene Rahman. I'm just like, Pacquiao did that his whole career. Floyd did it some of his career. But we know when he fought Javier Fortuna, we already knew. I thought Fortuna can make it a little bit more competitive. But when I see Ryan was talking about the weight and how he only had 7 weeks and he was crying about he couldn't make the weight, that's Fortuna sold his soul, sold his ass for a check. And I hope that check was good enough. And it should be an investigation. They should hold this fight check to have an investigation on this fight. I'm not saying that Golden Boy facilitated a die, but damn, you come in there and you don't even you don't even mount. You don't even like try to get knocked out. You don't even try to make it look good or try to hurt Ryan while trying to get knocked out. He wasn't even as explosive as he used to be. A lot of people, I mean, Sheila was saying on his channel he was shot. I don't think he was shot. Obviously Joseph Diaz, he did put a whooping on. This is a dude who came for a check. Simple as that. He didn't come to win. He made the weight, so he didn't deduct it for his purse. He knew he came to lose. That wasn't the best Fortuna. That wasn't the Fortuna we seen versus Robbie Jr. That wasn't even the damn Fortuna we seen against Joseph Diaz. But Ryan Garcia looked hella bigger than him. That's the first thing I noticed when they got in the ring. Ryan Garcia looked big. Ryan Garcia fought a good fight. He fought behind the jab, kept his hands up, kept his chin tucked, picked some shots off. Feet looked a lot better. But Fortuna came to lay down. Fortuna came to say, you just jump how high? And he should be investigated. They should at least hold his check just to scare his ass. Because once again, that was a waste of a fight date. Once again, it was a waste of schedule. Now, this type of shit should be going on when 2 or 3 other fight cards going on. This is the fight. Boxing so backwards. They give us a fight like this it's the only card on a Saturday night. And the whole card was trash. The whole card was utterly booty, butt cheeks. The whole card, roach, bed bug, flying ants, whatever, whole trash. The main event, it didn't disappoint. Trash in my Bubba Dub voice. The whole event was trash. The commentating was trash. Sean Porter clothes was trash. Everything was trash about it. The English version commentating was trash. The only thing that was lit was the fans. And the ring walkout. Fortuna literally came here, and this is what the PBC do. They don't mind sending their old veterans or the D team or the C team over there to get the highest check. And I guarantee you Al Haymon got the biggest bag for Javier Fortuna because he going to get a nice cut of that shit too. He got the biggest bag. Talking about Javier Fortuna didn't come to the press conference because he was training. That motherfucker was cutting weight. He was cutting weight. That's why he didn't show up to the press conference. And Ryan had already been training. Ryan knew as soon as he won like April 2nd, Ryan knew he was going to be right back in the gym. And that's probably one of the main reasons Tevin Farmer didn't take that fight. It's probably the main reason why other fighters turned down and didn't take that fight. That's why other fighters just say, you know what, man, I'm not taking that fight. 7 weeks, 6 weeks, that's not enough time. And Fortuna said, you know what, I'll take it. Al Haymon made sure he got the biggest bag that he can get. Fortuna said, I'll take it, sir. I'll take the fight. That's what it was. He gave zero effort. Zero. Because when have we seen Javier Fortuna look that bad? And Ryan couldn't even keep his mouth closed. Ryan Garcia couldn't even keep his mouth closed. He couldn't even just say, I retire Javier Fortuna. No, he had to tell us the truth. Or Javier trying to get out the fight. He said he couldn't make 135, moved to 40. Said he can't make 40. He trying to get out the fight. He can't even keep his mouth shut. He took away from his own performance by telling on himself. And Fortuna promoter came out. Sansa Boss said, well, we only have 7 weeks. So Fortuna whole camp was just cutting weight. He said, fuck it, I might as well just go out there and try to and just get the check. Ain't nobody else want to fight. Ryan knew when he was down there, he was down on April 2nd, I think he fought. He knew he was turning around and fighting Javier Fortuna. And the thing about him fighting April 2nd, it was the worst fight of the night. Triple G fight was better. Lubin fight was better. And I believe Top Rank had a Michaela Mayer fight that night. Come on, Ryan Garcia fights either look fixed or they trash. It ain't no in between. Other than the Luke Campbell fight. Come on. You never fully satisfied. He almost lost to Luke Campbell. You never feel like Ryan Garcia dominated that shit. You never feel like how Virgil Ortiz put on performances time after time at welterweight. How Jerron Ennis put on time and time. Or the majority of the Brandon Lee performances that he put on since other than the last fight he had on. And he still died. You never feel like you get that. You never got some of the dominations Gary Russell had, like versus Johnny Gonzalez. You just like Ryan Garcia. You leave with his fight just looking like his opponents was old, or he barely got out there versus Luke Campbell. He got pieced up. Was it about Jason Sosa? Or you feel like Romario Duno took a dive. You never leave a Ryan Garcia fight like, damn, you know what, man? He dusted the old boy off. And if he do dust somebody off, it looks staged. Just sorry to say it. Fortuna was picked knowing that Fortuna wasn't in shape. It's crazy. Lather, salute. What up, my boy Ricky 245? Appreciate you. Shout out to New York City. Lather said, under one of your videos with Josh Taylor being stripped of the WBA belt, watch the belt be on the line for 10. No, I won't. That fight that is going to be Alberto Pilello versus Bactry Agdamadid. The dude that fought Barrios on the Porter and Errol Spence on the card. They fighting for the belt on AB card. Yeah, smashed a lot, boy. Hope. He said Fortuna's the same level Gamboa. But no. Fortuna lost to Joseph Diaz. Fortuna, when you look at Gamboa's downfall, when we look at the downfall of Yuri Jokic Gamboa, hold on. Let's see if we can pinpoint the downfall of Gamboa. When we look at the downfall of Gamboa, it's totally different. Because it's not like so he lost to Crawford, came back, got 3 wins. I mean, yeah, I don't remember them 3 fights he had. I ain't gonna fucking lie to you. I don't remember them. But I do remember him losing to Robinson Castillo. So, yeah, I don't remember those 3 fights after the Crawford fight. But it just seemed like after the Crawford fight, he got knocked out. It just seemed like he went downhill. Last night, with Javier Fortuna, you can't even say Javier Fortuna was a shot fighter. You can't say it. Fortuna only had 7 weeks to train. Remember, he had 7 weeks to train. Ryan Garcia said that he tried to get out the fight once, said he couldn't make 35. They moved it to 40. Then he said he tried to get out of 40. So Javier Fortuna he wasn't in shape. That's what it was. Javier Fortuna wasn't in shape. So I can't call him a shot fighter. And he fought at 140 versus Adrian Granados already too. So I can't call him a shot fighter. He didn't have a full training. He didn't have a full 8 weeks. He was down so bad in his weight cut that he couldn't even show up to the press conference. Couldn't even have him on the screen, on the iPhone phone screen. He was out of shape, so I can't say he was on the same level as Gamboa. Gamboa got knocked out by Terence Crawford viciously. Fortuna got beat up by Joseph Diaz, and Diaz ain't the biggest puncher in the world. What it wasn't like the Gamboa getting his ass whooped. And for shit, we don't even know how old Yuriorkis Gamboa is. I think Fortuna look closer to this. Is actually 33 years old. Shit, Gamboa can be 60 for all the hell we know. And I say that jokingly. He can be 60. He can be 60. Shit. We don't know. So it's different. Gamboa got the prime beat out his ass. Fortuna just wasn't in shape. That's why Fortuna got the fight. A lot of people thought this was going to be a reality check for Ryan. Ryan knew what he was doing. They knew what type of shape Fortuna was in. Come on. Fortuna was a mercenary that night. Ryan not fighting nobody at 40. We wasting our time talking about it, but I will address it. He said, but also that's on today's fighters not being disciplined enough to stay somewhat in shape. Most 90s and 2000 fighters did 6 weeks camp. That's different, though. You don't know when you fighting with Al Haymon, though. That's different. 90s fighters knew they're fighting 3-4 times a year. They knew it. But Al Haymon, you don't know when your next fight comes. You think Fortuna knew he was going to get this shot? And if Fortuna knew he was going to get this shot after his February win And he didn't come in shape. Shame on Fortuna. Fortuna didn't show he was a shot fighter last night. I know what shot fighter looked like. Fortuna showed that he was an out-of-shape fighter last night. Fortuna showed that his camp was all about cutting weight. That's what he told us. You see shot fighter like Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. That's a shot fighter. This nigga just wasn't in shape. A lot of Ryan's fights have been fixed, bro. Allegedly. Here's what it is. That's my thing. People saying Fortuna was shot. I'm like, where? How is he shot? A shot fighter, like I said, looked like Khan and Gamboa. Fortuna didn't even show that he was shot. Fortuna showed that he was out of shape. Anybody disagree? He wasn't in no type of shape. Crazy. Christopher Warren said that fight we fixed. I think it was fixed. You all can see that was see that like the great Roger Mayweather used to say. No, it's about at the end of the day, I can't really say. I mean, if it was fixed, if it was fixed, Fortuna ain't coming no shape, no way. So if you saying it was fixed, you was already saying that Fortuna he didn't have no chance to win. Okay. But Fortuna did not come in any type of fighting shape. I'm sorry. Another PBC fighter get their ass kicked. I'm going to have the video tomorrow. What's up, Kobe 2K fan? Fortuna was not a professional last night. I don't care what y'all say. Fortuna was not a professional. We can debate this all day. And he only had 7 weeks to train. Al Haymon fighters don't know when they coming back. Al Haymon fighters don't know when they coming back into the ring. So he should have knew that I fought. Maybe he thought he was fighting once a year. Jamel Charlo literally fought in May and won't be back to January 28th. He literally fought in May and won't be back until a week before the Super Bowl. And a preseason game ain't been played yet. Training camp ain't even been done yet. He fought 2 weeks after the draft, and he won't be back until the week before the Super Bowl. So Fortuna probably thought he wasn't coming back this year, but then again, he fought in the Dominican Republic. So it wasn't no PBC card, so he hadn't knew he was coming back this year. Maybe they told Fortuna you coming back in the fall or whatever. But after that shit he pulled versus Adrian Granados in this, I don't want to see Javier Fortuna no more. When Ryan Garcia fight, just put 2 or 3 other cards on that night. Cause you won't be watching the Ryan Garcia fight. Remember they put his fight on against Lubin and Fondura? I had Ryan fight on right before Lubin and Fondura. I got 2 screens. I get my other screen. I got a new screen, bro. I got 2 screens. I had Ryan on one. The other fight on the other one, man, I turned that shit off. That shit was pathetic. That shit was pathetic. Boo-boo. Boo-boo. That shit was boo-boo. Every time Ryan Garcia fight, boo-boo. Like, dog. It's boo-boo, and I blame Fortuna. Fortuna had the ability to make this a lot more competitive. Ryan was just bigger than him. Ryan led Hulk Hogan versus Rocky. And Rocky 3. Was it 2 or 3? He did. He did. He did. But like I continue to say, for this fault on Fortuna, I don't want to see Fortuna ever fight again. I don't want to see him on Unimas, Tecate TV, Budweiser boxing. I don't want to see him fighting for the British Commonwealth belt. I don't want to see him fight for the Intercontinental WWE Champion, Female WWE Champion, Tag Team Champion, Wimbledon. I don't never want to see him perform again. Because when you not professional, If you know you're not gonna be in shape, don't take the fight, no matter how many zeros it is. You know you can't rebuild your reputation, nigga. You ain't Roberto Duran. How you gonna rebuild your reputation from losing to mean girl Ryan Garcia, aka Lindsay Lohan? Come on, and to be honest, Ryan Garcia should have got him out of there earlier than that. You know? But you know who can't complain about him fighting Javier Fortuna? Devin Haney didn't want to fight Javier Fortuna. Let's keep it real. And Tank never fought Javier Fortuna. So, are we just going off the names? Ryan Garcia's resume is better than Tank Davis. It is. Ryan Garcia's resume is better than Tank Davis. It's by far. Don't give me Barrios. Barrios was never a player at 140 pounds. He barely beat background Amadama did. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. He was never a player. Ryan Garcia resume, you want to talk about A-side, B-side versus Tank? Y'all want to talk about Tank Teofimo Lopez? You know? Ryan Garcia got a better resume than Gervonta Davis. Bar none. Bar none. Ronaldo said we in here. Salute. I put 15 on Fortuna, bro, getting his Paul Crew point shave on. What my girl, old girl, that was his wife in there from Friends and shit. I forget her name in real life. I thought Fortuna was underpaid, 100K before the fight. After he looked overpaid. Well, I never knew his purse. They never released his purse. I don't know where you see the purse at, because I couldn't find it. Why was Sean Porter hyping him up like, well, Fortuna is a good fighter? That was, I only really knew Fortuna wasn't gonna be competitive. I only knew that when Ryan Garcia brought up the weight, and then Samson Box's promoter responded and say, well, he only had 7 weeks. And he also said he tried to get out at 140. He couldn't make 140. This shit should be investigated, bro. Bud gonna be 35 if they do fight. That's a shame they wait to do it almost 5 years. Man, that nigga might be 38 by the time they fight. He gonna wait till he crack a Budweiser and sit. Man, I don't even talk about that, man. I'm not gonna get into that. How the hell is Fortuna ranked 10th in the fight? Well, Fortuna's a good fighter, bro. Y'all, okay. Y'all looking at the fighter that y'all seen last night. All right? That's what y'all looking at. And you only as good as y'all last fight, but y'all not hearing what I'm saying. Right? Ryan Garcia said that Javier Fortuna tried to get out this fight more than one time. He said he couldn't make the fight weight of 135. All right? So they wanted 140. Then I believe he went on to say he said he couldn't make 140. So he already, told him that he couldn't make the fight weight. So, of course, when you're talking about if I'm big, he ain't fought since February. So, if I don't know, he had to be about 170, 160. So, he had to cut 20 to 30 pounds to make this weight. And if he didn't cut the weight, then he lost percentages purse. So, maybe Al was like, well, shit, I ain't got nothing for you. Might as well take the fight, make the weight, take the fight. You know? So, y'all looking at Fortuna from last night. Javier Fortuna is actually a good fighter. A lot of people thought he beat Roberto Jr. He beat Sharif Bourad. That dude come off the cage. So he's actually a solid fighter. He only lost to Jason Sosa. He's winning that fight. He really was winning that fight. So yeah, he's a good fighter. Last night wasn't the classic version of Javier Fortuna. Boxing fan X4 said Ryan looked like the one that couldn't make 35 anymore. Yeah, he changed the weight in this last fight, but Javier Fortuna looked like the one that had the weight struggle. Ryan Garcia didn't struggle to make the weight last night. You can tell. It's like he benefited from the weight. He filled in. He looks big and strong. Appreciate you, bro.
Great cash, homie.
He said Devin did want Fortuna. Fortuna's manager admitted they didn't want the fight. Okay, my bad. I ain't know that. I know they weren't trying to. It didn't seem like they were trying to fight him. I was at the fight last night. It was lit. Ryan is a star. Shout out to Joy Chaz. So jealous of whoever made that fight, Catherine Murray. He said to see the physique in person. I guess he's referring to Ryan Garcia because Javier Fortuna, he looked out of shape. Yeah, I haven't been impressed with Fortuna since the Easter fight, which arguably he won. He says Zurdo Ramirez, big as heck in real life. Rody looks skinny like a little teenage girl. Sparks said, been doing my boxing research, and I've come to the conclusion that Ryan Garcia is an elite fighter with a hell of a ceiling. That's your opinion. I don't think he got much of a ceiling. How can you have a ceiling when he said he want to retire at 25? So that's not my words. It's his words. What did Ryan hand Fortuna? I think he handed him an opportunity that Fortuna wasn't ready for. That's my honest opinion on it. He only has 7 weeks to train, so I ain't mad at him. Teo versus Ryan at Teofimo Lopez by destruction, if his mind is right. Teo by destruction. My opinion on that.
What is he talking about?
Why would you say that?
Was Ryan's mom next to him, or was that after the fight? I wasn't sure. Al could have fed Fortuna the pit bull or Rolly. I guess he still can. Oh, yeah, for sure now. The other boy probably offered a hell of a bat for Fortuna services. He got the fight late. Tevin Farmer's supposed. There was a couple guys that was supposed to get that fight. But nonetheless, let's move over to Gervonta Stanky Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez. How about that? And been a lot of talk about who the A side and all that. I'm not gonna get into that. I'll say that for tomorrow. You'll know the video obviously when you see it. But either one of these are good fights. Ryan looked good fighting behind the jab last night, for sure. He looked big. He looked real big. He kept his chin chucked a lot better. Picked some shots off. Defense got a lot better, but is he ready for both of these dudes? Are advanced level fighters. These fighters are advanced level fighters, bro. So I don't know. He bigger than Tank though. Hand speed. Him and Kusa made a lot of improvement. I don't know why they look so bad in their debut. They worked together. But he looked pretty good last night. But when Javier Fortuna charged forward, he went straight back. He kept his chin up, kept his hands up. But what happened when somebody keep him on the back foot and don't let him on the front foot? That's what Tank gonna do. That's what Tank gonna do. Tank is about the same stature as Fortuna. But it's gonna be interesting. But he got the height, he got the speed, he got the power. But I think he should wait a while. But like I said before, going to 140, it's going to be hard to pick and choose because everybody a killer up there.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Everybody a killer up there. So, he right to go right for, the money fights. He said that's what he want to do, fight Tank, make a lot of money. If he can't fight Tank, make a lot of money, he want to make a lot of money and fight Teofimo Lopez. But that's a dangerous fight. He said he want to retire by 25. He's 23. I guess he'd be 24 this year, but maybe he catch Tank Davis coming in, and that's the thing to do, because Tank is short, so he gonna have to lunge to get in on Ryan, So that's a hell of a fight. Can Ryan catch him with a left hook? His jab looked good last night. He gonna need a jab to keep Tank off of him. That's what he gonna need to do is jab and walk forward with his stick and press Tank back. But Tank is fast though, so. Tank lose to him, bro. I don't think Tank ever gonna be able to live it down. I think Ryan playing with house money. I think people would expect Ryan Garcia to lose that fight. I think that's what we all. Nobody really. Who are you picking Ryan Garcia? If you put your life on the line and you put your house up for sale, will you get somebody some truth? Something you really picking Ryan Garcia? I don't think most people really picking Ryan Garcia. I don't think so. I think Tank Davis is the more proof. He's the more exciting fighter. He might be the most skillful. I think Ryan resume when you go by names is better, but I still think Gervonta is the more proven commodity. So honestly, bro, Ryan got a good right hand. He got the height advantage. But what happened when Tank started walking them down? Is that chin gonna fly up in there? And it flew up a little bit last night. Even versus y'all say old worn out Javier Fortuna, but that chin flew up and he picked his hands up. He caught some shots last night, but he caught one at a time. So you fight somebody like Tank, it's gonna be, he gonna put 1, 2, 3 shots together. He ain't no 5, 6, 7 punch, combination. He gonna put more than 1 and 2 shots together. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting how he fight Gervonta Davis, if they fight. But I do think with him, he gonna have to use his jab to keep Tank off, to make Tank get past the stick, and then when Tank get past the stick, eat a right hand and mix in the left hook. But if I had to put a percentage on the type of fight that it's gonna be, I'd probably say 70-30 Tank. But Ryan can punch though, and we showed, Ryan. We saw Tank when Tank feels somebody can punch, Tank gonna start moving. And Tank gonna give you a different look. Tank ain't gonna sit there and take punishment. So I mean, somebody's gonna get knocked out. You might see it, they do it a couple times, but I think this is what Ryan Garcia won't. I think Ryan Garcia want to go on and be an influencer. I don't think he want to be a fighter. But what if he fuck around and beat Tank? Then at that point, do you walk away? Never won a world title. I just think Ryan Garcia just won. I don't really respect him as a fighter, as a real fighter. Sorry, I don't. I respect Tank as a fighter. I respect him, but he just don't seem like he really into it. He just seemed like somebody that's talented that just do it because that's what their father or their parents wanted them to do. And for him, unlike probably T.O. or Gervonta Davis or like 98% of boxers, he has a life after boxing already. He has a lucrative life off of boxing. His life out of boxing is more lucrative than his boxing career. Same thing with Chris Colbert. Very talented fighters, but when it's not a need to box, when it ain't a need to get out of poverty or a need to box to sustain my lifestyle or sustain me, not being homeless or whatever, they don't have to do it. Colbert done good with his money. Ryan done good with his money and things outside of boxing. And when you as young as them, 23, 24, 25, 26, and I really don't have to do this to make a living, of course you're not going to put your all into it. Of course you're not going to put your all into it. If this don't work for Tank, what else Tank going to do? I could be wrong. If this don't work for Teofimo Lopez, what else he going to do? If this don't work for Ryan Garcia, he can go be a model. If this don't work for Ryan Garcia, he can model gloves, model more Dior. Be an influencer, million TikTok followers, million Instagram followers, million followers over here, million followers over there. If not, he can take a good percentage of his boxing money, go to the tech world up there in the Bay Area, and he can, do a comedian there doing live. So Ryan got so many avenues, bro. And Ryan don't look like he came from hard times, bro. I want to know why Ryan even started boxing. For what? Because they was calling him soft legs on the damn playground, sexy legs on the playground, pretty boy, mean girl Ryan. He just had to defend himself on the playground, got tired again. Why did Ryan start fucking boxing? Suburban kids don't box. And if they do box, they don't spend too long boxing. Ryan Garcia didn't come from no hard shit background. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul don't like he came from a hard shit background. Now suburban people want to keep playing boxing. It ain't gonna hit home to when somebody get really, really hurt. To one of these niggas end up perishing in the ring or damn near dying in the ring, it ain't gonna hit home. You don't play this sport. If you ain't 10 toes down all the way in, you're gonna find your soul all the way out your body. And that's the honest truth. But like I said before, he said he want to retire at 25. Do that sound like somebody that's really invested in boxing? Hell no. And can he beat Tank Davis? Yeah, anything can happen in the boxing ring. Tank ain't the most battle-tested nigga out there. Tank just did the cheat code, up, down, A, B, B, C, C. He did the damn cheat code to get unlimited lives or skip to the boss. Tank ain't put the work in too. Tank closer to a prospect than a real true champion. So it ain't like, him and Ryan ain't comparable. They are. They're very comparable. Gervonta he's more technically sound. When you talk about the physical talent, they both can punch. They both fast. Gervonta Davis' feet just better. His defense just better. He just came up in a better school of boxing with Coach Calvin. And that's what make them better. But as far as their careers, come on, they both live in a glass house. They both ain't fought nobody for real. They both say belts don't matter. They both screaming popularity. They both promoters got a beef with each other. So it ain't too much difference. It ain't. But they dangerous though. I mean, they both dangerous. They can get you out of there. Is it the biggest fight to make in boxing? It might be. It might be. Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya. This is Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya too. Floyd behind Tank, Oscar behind Ryan. Shit, Floyd and Oscar might do it again. They might be the co-feature. Shit, they might make Tank and Ryan the co-feature. Who knows? That's a big fight. And will it outsell Terence Crawford and Errol Spence? Probably will at this point. Because we're talking about a fight that will never happen. It could. Will it be a better fight inside the square circle? It could. It could. But we all know who the real cat pillars is, though. We know that. If they go out there and they do big numbers, 700, anything 700 and above, 600, 650 and above, it'll be the single most detrimental thing in boxing since Floyd Mayweather Jr. If them jokers go out there and sell a bunch of pay-per-views, real boxing will never return on this level. You will never see real boxing again. Mark my words. Everybody be looking for the next Tank and Ryan Garcia. You will never see real fighting again. You can kiss it goodbye. If they fight and they do numbers, you'll never see real boxing again. You see more Jake Pauls, more Ryan Garcias, more fighters moving like Ryan and Gervonta Davis. You won't see guys like Teofimo Lopez taking the risk like he did versus Lomachenko. He lost, but you can't change that he took the risk. You'll never see guys. You'll keep seeing guys looking for the next Ryan, looking for the next Tank Davis, looking for the next niggas doing Instagram, looking for the next little young boy from the ghetto that got support, or little yellow with tattoos. All little niggas gonna be trying to bleach their skin, get tattoos like Tank. That's what the promoter's gonna be looking for. That's what they're gonna be looking for. That's why you need Crawford and Spence to fight and deliver. So that can set the new precedent. If these niggas fight and they deliver, shit, you might as well catch a lift right on over to UFC. He said 7 weeks enough time to make weight for most training camps, or 8 weeks. You got guys having 4-month camp and still looking weight drained. At the end of the day, it depends where you come from. If he couldn't make 35, he said he couldn't make 40, and the result was it looked like he barely made it last night. Everybody is different. And he's 33 years old, on the wrong side of 30, so his body ain't breaking, can't lose the weight like he used to neither. That's totally different. When you start getting your mid-30s, your muscle, your bone density usually change. That's when you start seeing the real true bodybuilders really hit. They start to reach their peak around 35, around their late 30s. So your body started to change. Remember, you used to be able to talk back them hot wings in your early 20s, get your late 20s, early 30s. Your body start breaking down hot Cheetos, breaking down chicken wings, breaking down food different. That's real. That's real.
Break yourself, fool.
Real. Once his footwork improves a slight bit of defense, well, kid, man, bro, you talking about he gonna be dangerous. He don't even plan on being boxing that long. If he fights Gervonta Tank Davis, he gonna get smoked. He ain't gonna be in boxing too long to clean all that shit up. Trust me. He not in it for the long haul. Ryan Hunter for you, Joe. You troll. He's trolling. I'm not even gonna just read his comments no more. Jay, what it do, dog? He said, I don't believe Ryan and Tank happens until they both in the ring. Both are protected. Tank will probably fight Rayo. Man, you smoking crack. You think he fighting Rayo? You think he fighting Rayo before Ryan Garcia? Man, he will not fight Rayo. Rayo knocked out Teofimo Lopez this morning. I don't think he fight Michelle Rivera neither. Yeah, he ain't fighting Rivera. He ain't fighting Rayo. So, like I said before, he gonna fight Easter Cruz again, if anything. So it might be the Rolando Romero rematch. He ain't fighting Rayo or Rivera. Both of them, Rayo a dog, and Rivera can walk and chew bubblegum. So we ain't fighting nobody that can walk and chew bubblegum. Ryan Garcia versus AB will pull up. Man, AB lose to Ryan Garcia. He might as well never return. Go get milk and never return. Now I don't care. AB after Broner, after Prime, whatever. He lose to Ryan Garcia. But Skane Calhoun, that's a good matchup for him. He loses to Ryan Garcia. He should never. Cincinnati should never allow him to come back. I don't give a fuck if he's 105. Instead of 40. He said it sounds like Ryan wants to cash out already. Of course, yeah. He don't want to fight Regis Prograis, Sabril Matias, and he damn sure can't go to 147 and whoop nobody at. He can't beat nobody at 35. He can't beat Devin Haney. Don't even want to try to fight Devin Haney. They do all that criticizing of Devin Haney. And it's time to fight. No, man, I got a video on that tomorrow. When it's time to fight, everybody different. Oh, I'm moving up, or the belts don't matter. Man, that boxing shit is like crazy, dude. If somebody like Jeff Horn had the belts, all these niggas would be trying to line up to fight Jeff Horn. They'd be saying, I can make 35, I can make 47, I can make heavyweight, I can do this, I can do that. Everybody be saying that shit. Oh, he fight at 110? I can get down to 110. If you a slick back black boxer, that's 2 strikes against you. That's 2 strikes against you. Crazy. I'll shout out to boxing fan X4 in Super Chat. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. I want to support the channel. Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313. Obviously, Cash App was $, PayPal link description. You got something to say? Go ahead and get in the Super Chat. Said Tank and Ryan has to happen. I mean, Al Heyman make it happen, and Showtime ain't gonna want to do a joint venture. They gonna want it over there, and DAZN ain't gonna do a joint venture. Oscar not even betting on Ryan. You ain't lying. Cash App right there. Ryan would beat up AB for 12 rounds. Man, bro, AB better not never come back to the hood. What's next for Haney if no Camboso? Loma gonna want to tune up, so I don't know. Tank Davis said he'd fight Devin Haney if he beat Camboso. Look at Tank Davis. Ain't not a mouse was what did it say? It was night before Christmas. Everybody silent. How about that? Nigga gonna be calling Floyd.
Someone call 911.
Oh, that motherfucker gonna be calling Floyd. They gonna never fight no Devin Haney, bro. Let's Devin Haney, lose an arm. Shit. Let Devin Haney, because Devin Haney got 3 losses. Said they're a millionaire. He said, I got Ryan. I think Tank is another PBC hype job. The bum slayer for real, CJ. Daryl Hickenbottom, man. Maybe. Man, nigga, they lose that across the street battle, nigga. They might as well. What the nigga say, man? I was reading somebody said you put up on Facebook. He said somebody said that said my cousin got so many RIPs in his bio. He said it's time for them to surrender to the ops. It was something like that. Hey, look, PBC let Ryan Garcia whoop Tank and or Adrian Broner or any other PBC fighter, Gary Russell, whoever, Leo. Man, it was time for them niggas to wave the white flag and surrender to the ops. Because Javier Fortuna just got his dick knocked in the dirt. And you losing the Golden Boy fighters, man. You crossing the street, y'all get y'all ass whooped by Golden Boy fighters, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. When the Golden Boy niggas start whooping your ass, man, I beat no PBC, but Top Rank done got a piece. Eddie done got a piece. Everybody done got a piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, ain't no ass left. Everybody getting beat on. Everybody getting whooped on. You know, you look up, damn, nigga, shit. These niggas turned into the Detroit Lions of boxing and shit. These niggas turned into the Lions of the boxing, the Jaguars of the boxing.
Dom DeMarco.
Nigga, get your ass whooped by everybody, nigga, shit. The Care Bear Club come around the corner and we can beat PBC, nigga. If we hold hands and love together, shit, everybody getting a piece of their ass. Ain't gonna be no ass left. You losing the Golden Boy, nigga. We need to reevaluate some shit. Lexus Rocha might come over there and whoop on stay on his ass is over with. Damn, PBC leasing and letting niggas come beat their ass. Nigga Lomachenko that came got beat somebody up. They done robbed Derevchenko on the zone. Ryan Garcia whooping PBC fighters ass. Damn. But the Postal got beat up by Jose Ramirez. Yeah, he with PBC now. You like, man, nigga, Al Heyman, you know, he probably flinching making them fucking crossover fights. Your content creator, tired of using StreamYard, want something cheaper, greater, and better than StreamYard? Check out the Melon app right here. Use my affiliate link and get Melon. You can try for free, like it out, shit. But purchase it. It's cheaper, it's better. Catherine say, Marlon, he could be a model because I ain't read all that as a male. I ain't reading all that. But shout out to her. Sparks say, that's crazy to say this kid isn't a real fighter. He's fought better competition than Tank and Devin. This kid is. So I know what? He fought better competition than Tank. I can't say he fought better competition than Devin Haney. But, nigga, like, you just looking at the names, my nigga. You got to look at the context of the fighter he fighting. You know what I'm saying? He fighting dudes after they getting beat on. You know, he fighting dudes after they get beat on. Soon as a nigga lose, he wasn't screaming Fortuna too much longer. He pulled out the original Fortuna. As soon as Fortuna lost to Joseph Diaz, here he come. After he pulled out versus Fortuna and Joseph Diaz. So that nigga ain't no real fighter in my book. He gonna have to show me, bro. He gonna have to prove to me he a real fighter. He ain't no real fighter in my book. He gonna have to make some shit shake. That's my opinion. Don't make it biblical. And it ain't personal because I don't know. I remember Snoop told Nate Robinson don't play with boxing. And Ryan Garcia playing with that shit, but he looked good last night. Joe Goosen is probably exactly what he needed. He might fuck around and beat Tank. Tank should no longer be allowed in Baltimore if that happened. That nigga shouldn't be allowed in the ghetto. He shouldn't be allowed 2 feet from a ghetto. He shouldn't be allowed 3 feet, 2 feet from a city limit of an inner city. Nah, you can't lose to that guy. Ryan versus Tank would be a 2-fight bank robbery. You ain't lying, bro. And if they do get numbers, if you a boxing purist, go ahead and pack your shit up. They fight and they do really good numbers. Pack your shit up and just go on to UFC. I'm telling you, man, I'm learning how to do UFC. I've been saying I'm going to take a class. I got to find the time. I'm going to take a class. Might as well go over to UFC. How if you feel, man? Tell you. Might as well go ahead and learn it. He said, Ryan comes from the gut facts. I've proven you wrong many times. Man, what time have you proven me wrong, bro? What is your track record, bro? You don't have one over here. Not a winning one. They be killing me. Are proving you wrong? Like, nigga, what have you proven me wrong on? Nothing. Shit crazy to me. Shout out to Barbara. Salute to her, man. I could see Ryan doing an exhibit celebrity instead of, man, you ain't lying, man, niggas. Come on. Ryan Tank bigger scrap than you might be right. You might be right. Might not be. Who knows? Bigger ain't always better. These are huge facts. Salute Barber. Shout out to Jeffrey. Taking Ryan MILF ticket sales. No MILFs coming to see them little niggas. Don't no real MILF want no nigga that's 5'5". Oh shit. Come on, man. Don't MILF want no nigga who can't change no tire in Ryan Garcia. I tell you that right now. Them young dumb hoes that's gonna come see them niggas. I don't know shit. Man, chicks be 4 to 6. I don't want no chick, no dude 5'5". You gotta be 6 foot. That's one thing I got working for me. I ain't short. Shit. Nigga, them young hoes gonna come see them. General Pendant, what's going on? Shout out to Canada. He said the protege of Floyd and Oscar D. Oh, yeah, it's gonna definitely sell the fight, nigga. I'm telling you, nigga. Oscar Floyd, the rematch might be coming, nigga. Shit. That was a big fight. I bought that pay-per-view back in the day. Hell yeah, that was a big fight, bro. 24/7 made you buy that pay-per-view. Someone give about no damn dogs? that was my favorite 24/7. Probably the Shane Mosley one. Fortuna is a Sam's whiskey fight. He's a PBC fighter too. He fights under South the Washington. He fights under the Premier Boxing Champion banner too. He's also a PBC fighter. Sure is. Well, Samson Tulowitzki is like second in command over there. As far as the boxing sphere, TGP get the most fights. Samson get the second most fights. You know, he also got David Benavidez. Now Heyman tried to sell David Benavidez contract to Top Rank. And Samson Tulowitzki took legal action and stopped the transition going on. There's a whole article on Ring TV about it. So, yeah, they both under that PBC banner. I like Devin Haney, but why was he at the Ryan Garcia fight? In fact, I said the same thing last night, Barbara. He said Richie Ryan's been saying negative things about Haney's performance against Camboso. I mean, he wants the fights. You know, he wants the fight. Maybe the zone asked him, but I said the same thing last night in the Discord. I said the same thing in the Discord last night. Why was he there? But you know, as when you have that style that you know Devin Haney got and Shakur Stevenson fight, you ain't gonna get no fights until you put all the work in, and then people gonna be wanting to fight you and say you ducking them. Same thing happened to Floyd. When you young, black, and dangerous, bro, nobody gonna be lining up to fight him. So I guess he just had to be there to try to put pressure on Ryan Garcia. But you got all the belts. You chasing the person with all the belts. To let you know everything you need to know. Everything that Bernard Hopkins was saying is probably true. He said Tanker Garcia looks like and go. They have been working on it before Rolly or Archimede. Yep, I believe that. That's probably going to be in December. And if Bud and Crawford ain't made, it's going to be in November.
Well, you see what I said about Rick Glazer.
What?
What I tweeted to Rick Glazer today, and what I heard was that Al Heyman, Steven Espinoza, and Ryan's lawyer, they're really close. So Ryan's lawyer is the reason why Ryan always he always had them troubles with Oscar, like them little rifts that he had with Oscar, because
it ain't even just like rifts. I don't know all about it. It ain't just like rifts. That nigga don't want to fight nobody.
That too. You don't want to fight.
That's all it is, bro. Golden Boy want him to do something. And you know he running Lupe Valencia, and he hide behind Lupe Valencia. Canelo, and he ain't no Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is the reason they ripped up his original Golden Boy contract and gave him a new one.
He got him that.
Man, these young niggas is loyal, bro. He shouldn't have nothing bad to say about it. Then I really can go in on Ryan Garcia. I really can go in on him. He ain't no man. Like I said before, bro.
I don't even know if he.
If they gonna do drug testing for the Tank fight, Tank better do drug testing.
Yeah, because you had already said, but
man, I know a couple Mexican fighters that's on that shit. And I said that when I ain't hating because y'all Mexican, you know, I just.
You mean outside of Canelo? Allegedly.
Obviously outside of Canelo, obviously, yeah. Yep. I mean, shit, isn't the other fighters I know that's on that shit?
Oh, you mean outside?
A lot of people are saying that's your boy on that shit, but I never heard it.
Who?
Your boy, your favorite fighter.
Who my favorite fighter?
Your boy.
Who?
Your boy. You know what I'm talking about.
He Mexican?
Nigga, he got puffy nipples and shit.
You better stop it, that boy.
My thing about that point is, he got puffy nipples. I was like, my stepbrother had puffy nipples since we was teenagers, bro. That shit really don't mean you on no
that
shit.
don't mean a damn thing.
That don't mean nothing. So I don't like the way the nigga move, and I ain't gonna never tell a lie that I don't think true on the nigga. I'm only gonna tell y'all what's true. But yeah, they say that boy. I'm saying Tank better get tested.
But he looked different though, and they trying to say like
because he had 140 though.
Yeah, but before that, remember when like he had came off of the little mental health whatever, like he had when he was in Reynoso gym.
You know what the mental health was about, huh?
Baby moms.
What did Lance Armstrong? What's the sport Lance Armstrong was in?
Oh yeah.
Well, come on, man! Bro, you gotta get that shit out. You gotta get that shit up.
That man was out here talking about some, and I don't mean to get into the religious thing, but he was out here praising God and all that stuff, but listening to hardcore rap music prior to when he was warming up. Man, if you don't get the hell out of here, the jig is.
Bro, like religion is if you all in or you all out. Just telling my daughter about that. Women don't like to listen though. They don't want to. You can get through it to a younger boy because a younger boy gonna go through what you're going through. Women live on faith.
And you ever realize like women don't they don't have they're not really receptive to having you basically said the same. They're not receptive to having a mentor. I don't even know if you would call it a woman.
They don't get along.
Yeah, they don't get along.
Criticism, advice, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? How do you believe in a religion and you got gay people going to a church?
Yeah, and you got them being deacons and heads of the church. Yeah. Like that. It's not like because look. I'm
not gonna go into that. You're right. Use the last time. Go ahead.
You could go there if you that to change, but I don't know how you gonna be a leader of that. That's all I'm saying.
I said before. I don't believe it. I said before. I'd rather talk to the boys of advice because they might not listen, but when you go through it, you be like, oh shit. Yeah, these kids don't listen, bro. Like they was talking about your boy, Sammy's boy, don't want to be around niggas. Old girl dropped that video, right?
What?
He right though. Right.
She right. She is.
He right though. No, he right.
No. She right and he right.
They don't be around you niggas.
She right and CJ. You know what's crazy? I was in my old neighborhood all last week. I didn't stay out where I stay at now. I was by my aunt's house and because I had some car troubles and man, when I tell you the neighborhood that I grew up in, it went from. It was bad prior when I was growing up around there. It was alright. You know, when you're a teenager, you really don't notice, and you're a kid, you really don't notice the nonsense that's going on around you because that's just where you're from. But boy, when I tell you, when I never see so many people with crack rocks and crack pipes just lighting up. You can hear?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I want to be around them niggas, man. You just cut out, though. Who is my gutter hooder, Maya or Alicia Keys? We can ask that question every time. I'm going to go with Monica every time. You cut out, though, Kobe. He said, TJ play Eddie Hearn's song.
Sunshine when Tank's gone. Only dark times for you. Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone. And Leonard Ellaby. Why you always talking about me?
Take the destiny of the world. Take the destiny for the rest of the world. Take the death and stop playing like your baby. Take the damn destiny, Lord. For the fans, not for me, for the fans.
Take the tab enough for the fans. I heard Rosario fight happened at 160. Her need time to retire. Her need to retire, bro. I ain't saying that from a bad place or a place I hate, but I just think his style took him as far as he gonna go. But good fight. It can go either way. Rosario can punch though. He said Ryan could beat Tank. Yeah, he could, Jeffrey. He could. But you want to bet on it? You want to play the game? Not sold out with 75% full. Yeah, that's a good. Daryl say, quote, I got Ryan CJ Ramsey long, super fast jab. Tank got
no way.
Ryan straight right, left hook KO.
No way.
Like I said before, he don't have the feet to keep Tank off of him. To be honest,
I don't think so. He definitely don't, and he can't keep Tank out of within range. I just think Tank gonna get close to him and clip his ass.
Yup. His chin go straight back. He did a better job of picking the shots off last night though.
You ain't see when did you see when, I don't know what round it was. It probably was the second. Fortuna threw a jab and hit him with it, and his head just snapped back.
Man, I told y'all him and Rolly can't take. For sure, Rolly can't take no shot.
Him and Teofimo, you mean?
Nah, yeah, him too. But Rolly can't take no punch.
Yeah, they can't take no shot. Like the way that he and
you can tell the way they chin kind of flat back.
Yeah, his head flew up, and I was like, yeah, this guy, he gonna end up getting caught.
And then he didn't do it again. He didn't do that punch again.
He didn't throw it again. He definitely didn't. You know, Fortuna was like, listen, I want to get paid. I need that brown paper bag.
But I heard Oscar De La Hoya was doing that shit back in the day though, allegedly.
What, with the brown paper bag?
That's what I heard. Somebody told me.
I mean, well, if you look at his fights later on in his career, right? I don't know if you could.
Hold on. Shout out to Daryl though.
Money.
All right, go ahead.
If you look at the fights later on in his career, because he did a lot of weight hopping. So maybe the last, what would you say, 10 fights for Oscar? His last 10 fights, he fluctuated between weight classes.
Yeah, he came from 130. We want to title 30. We can want to title 30, 35, 40, 47,
47, 54, right? Did he get one
to 60? Yeah,
60.
Yeah. No, he won at 60. He got 5.
No, he got 1 at 60, yeah.
No, he didn't.
Against B-Hop. That's when he was undisputed. I thought he had the WBO.
No. He fought weight champion.
Oh, okay. All right. So
he came up to fight Hopkins.
Okay. So I was mistaken. But he did a lot of.
He got 5, right? 130, 35, 40, 47, yeah, 54. Mm-hmm.
So if you look at him, he fluctuated with a lot of weight, and a lot of the credible wins that he got, like the names that he got, he picked off a lot of older guys. Like we already know, Chavez was old.
Rob Pernell Whitaker. He really
robbery for Pernell and never gave him a rematch.
He robbed old boy too. Ike Cortez, a lot of people said.
Yeah, he robbed Ike Cortez.
Rob Felix Sturm. He never came back to the States.
Yep. Rob Felix Sturm. He beat up on even though that don't got nothing to do with Oscar. What's his name was Green and shouldn't have fought him at that time.
Vargas.
Yeah, Vargas shouldn't have fought him. And then if you look at his other wins, like when he went up against those elite guys, he didn't win.
He's supposed to fight old boy too.
Who?
Sugar Ray Leonard, but Leonard ended up getting knocked out.
Yeah, Leonard lost to Camacho. Yeah, Leonard. He was gonna fight an old Leonard, so he was just gonna make his name off of names. He was just gonna fight.
I will say, his ass can fight though.
No, but I ain't. No disrespect to him. The difference between him and Ryan was because when he fought, what's my man's name that smoked a cigarette and slapped Shane's girl on the butt?
Ricardo Mayorga.
When he fought Mayorga disrespected him every which way. And he made sure that when they got into the fight, he put a whooping on him.
Yeah, I mean, he really beat Trinidad. They ain't tell him to coast on the back end.
Yeah, he coasted on the back end. He coasted on the back end. I remember watching
Still thought he was winning, though.
I watched that fight live in Brooklyn. I remember I watched that
Everything bothers us. They still fight in boxing, though. You really pay attention. True. Definitely boxing guys out there. Ryan got the reach on. Reach don't mean nothing.
Right, it don't mean to reach if you can't keep somebody off you. You don't got the feet work, and
reach is a disadvantage in this generation.
And
bro.
Guess what? Ryan don't use his jab.
He used it last night though.
That
motherfucker looked good.
He did, but only because he knew that Fortuna, and that's why I say something fishy about that fight because the Fortuna I know
he's gonna make the weight. He didn't, he said he tried to chase the weight 2 times. So he only had a 7-week camp.
Who, Fortuna?
Yeah. He said he tried to change the weight to 30. He said he couldn't make 35, and he said he couldn't make 40. Yeah, that's what he only had a 7-week camp. Couldn't make the weight. So he spent his whole camp making weight.
I don't think I don't know if you would agree, but I don't think Fortuna is that out of his. They're making it seem like Fortuna was this old dog that
he was. He's only 33 years old.
He's not that old, not to me.
Gamboa is 40. So last time Gamboa was fucking 33 years old was 7 years ago, or maybe 6, depending when he turned 40. So I mean, nigga, that's a lifetime. When he fought Terrence Crawford, and he might not be 40, he might be 45. You never know. With the Cubans, it's funny, he fought Crawford in 2014.
Yeah, he could have been 40
8 years ago.
We don't know how old he was.
So yeah, they say 40. He could be 46, 45.
He could have been 40 then. He could be 50 and just hold his age.
Yeah, he could be 39. Yeah, I mean, so I think the Dominican Republic got a better track record of birth certificates, though. That's just my opinion.
You know what's crazy? That you say that. I had a friend that I went to school with all throughout from the time we was in 10th grade to 11th. You know, this fool CJ thought that he was born June 11th, and come to find out senior year, he got his birth certificate and found out he was born July 11th, the same year. So the birth certificate stuff, it's a true thing. Like, they really don't be knowing. Some of them don't be knowing their real age or when their birthday is.
Well, remember that picture from the Little League? That was from New York. Remember the big ass picture? Man, he was in the Little League World Series, and he really wasn't the age.
Oh my God, I forgot his name. Damn it. Yo, and they was like, yo, this kid is a pitcher, and it turned out he was like 19.
That nigga was big as hell, too, dog. That nigga was big as a motherfucker.
Pitching against kids.
Smoking their ass.
Yo, CJ, I'm talking about like a 17, 18, 19.
I forget his name.
Against 12-year-olds.
He said Donald Beck said Ryan retires after his first loss guarantee. It depends on how he lose. Appreciate you with the super chat.
But Ryan's on record saying he want to retire at 26.
Yeah, 25. He said thanks for the shout. Yeah, shout out to Barbara. Always give you good information. He said wasn't Mayweather and Mosley 24/7 the one with Floyd had the people wait 6 hours to piss in the cup, so he ran off the cancer. I don't remember that. I don't remember that one. I don't remember that happened on 24/7. I don't remember that neither. Maybe that was.
He definitely was.
The cycle. He said she went off on old dude. Said they want to be Floyd so bad. Take this test, Bernard.
Take the test, Bernard.
If Pacquiao never existed, it wouldn't be no random drug test.
Right, definitely wouldn't.
He said he did win the middleweight title. He beat Felix Sturm. Oh, okay, he
WBO,
did.
Yeah. I remember he had the WBO.
He robbed. Yeah, he robbed. I don't really count that shit. He robbed the fuck out that man.
Yes, he did rob him, but he was out.
So he won the title at 35 because then he was 5 division champion.
Yeah, he's a 5 division champion.
I thought he won one at 35.
I don't know.
At 30, I thought he won one at 30. I could be tripping.
He could be.
No. He never went that low.
He was 35, right?
He was hanging around there. Yeah, he won. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, he did. He beat Jimmy Bradinall WBO super featherweight title.
Was the WBO recognized then?
No,
that's why.
It wasn't recognized as a real world title till what 2004.
I thought it was 6.
Maybe that's okay. Whatever it is. Yeah, he wasn't recognized then. Sean, what's going on? He said that was the one. But like I said before, Teofimo Lopez will smoke Ryan Garcia though. That I'm very confident in betting in. He had smoked the shit out of Ryan Garcia
easily.
Everything is right.
I don't think they put up the guys that he could potentially face at 140. I don't think Ryan could beat Montana Love. I don't think he's fighting.
I think he could. I don't
think so. I don't think he could beat Montana. I'm going to say this.
See masks and the gloves on. He could.
Listen. I don't think Montana Love. I got Montana Love rated as a C+ fighter. C+.
He beat Montana Love.
I don't think he beat
legal. I'm not saying this. I'm not gonna say it's legit. They're gonna rob the fuck out of Montana Love.
Oh yeah, they definitely will. I don't think he beats Montana Love. He's definitely not fighting Regis Prograis. He can't beat
Sandor Martin.
I don't know.
They robbed him too.
Yeah, he robbed the shit out of Sandor Martin. What's the dude that Josh Taylor about to fight rematch again?
Jack Catterall.
He ain't beating no Catterall.
He robbed him too.
He robbed. Would he muster up the nuts to fight Robert Easter Jr.? Hell no.
Have your good. Hopefully his recovery going good.
Yes, Bunny. Shout out to you. Hopefully you having a speedy recovery. Who
Who else is at 140?
Sabriel Matias. Who else?
He's
there?
robbing him. Robbery.
Jose Ramirez.
Robbery.
Victor Postal.
Oh, he already been robbed.
Yeah.
He got robbed by the dude that you named prior to him. He robbing the hell out of him. He definitely staying away from Gary Russell.
Nigga been to beat the fucking candy out that pinata ass nigga. He beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia ass. Ryan Garcia, guard!
Guard! He not fighting. The only person he willing to fight at 140 is Gervonta Davis. They gonna find a whole bunch of nobodies to fight and do that. He's not fighting Devin Haney.
He's not fighting nobody. He fighting him. He for the money.
Listen,
but shout out to my boy Cam to talk to, but I'll subscribe to Clem. Talk to boy. You talk your shit, boy. I give it to you, boy.
Listen, they brought up Devin Haney's name. They didn't say anything about that. They just said Devin Haney. He said, "I'm not going back down to 135 for nothing." That's what.
Yeah, all them saying that shit, man. Tank said he'll fight Devin if he beat Cam Ball. So you ain't heard nothing. You ain't heard a peep. And people still be putting their money on PBC fighters. They don't believe, man. They don't believe in themselves.
Listen, man.
I'm telling you, bro. They don't believe in They don't believe in themselves, bro. It's common sense.
Fighter, right?
Yes, he is a PBC fighter.
So you know what the record is right now, right?
It's terrible.
It's like 300 to 2.
I want to know who them three wins was. Because Mayweather.
Gary Russell.
Who he beat?
Jojo Diaz.
All right.
This is Jojo. He gave Jojo his first loss. You gotta give him credit.
Okay, whatever.
Gary Russell. I'm trying to think of. Errol Spence.
Who?
Kell Brook.
Does that really count?
That does count.
Okay,
unfortunately, it counts. And then we got that's why I said
that nigga lose to Ryan Garcia. I don't want to hear. At least Teofimo Lopez got an excuse.
What you know what I'm
saying? Come on, we all know the girl ran off on him. That nigga might not never be the same. You know, them New York niggas, it be something wrong with y'all head.
Yo, chill out.
What be going on with y'all niggas?
We're not gonna do the disrespect.
You know he fight taking that. This nigga bought a chain.
He bought it. When I seen that chain, I said, "Yo, some Christian he is." But
I'm not buying that fight. I don't care. Y'all can call me cheap. You don't support boxing. Yup, I don't support this shit. I'm gonna start talking MMA in a minute.
You gonna buy a ticket?
Hell no. I mean,
well, listen,
if they fight,
even if we wanted to buy a ticket, we wouldn't be able to get in there. No way. Them tickets about to be 2 racks.
No, they gonna make them bitches affordable. Them niggas gonna make them bitches affordable.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
They're gonna be 1,000 to get in there. About that. They do numbers boxing. Y'all forget about traditional boxing, nigga. You might as well just move on to Dana White. I'd rather get Dana White my money.
To be honest,
these niggas do money. Boxing will never be a traditional boxing. Won't be coming back no time soon.
Dana White did a card out here in Long Island. I heard that joint was packed.
He invests on every level, bro.
Yeah, that card was packed.
They got dojos, like training facilities everywhere around the world, nigga.
They got about 10 in Long Island alone that I know of.
That's why they go out there and continue to find talent
and recruit the fan base too.
Yep.
Like I said, everybody
you employing people around the country if you're doing that.
Go. And look, you got guys like 704 Joe that think I'll be playing. Don't nobody know who Errol Spence is, and it's not just Errol Spence. Nobody know who Bud is either.
You know, across the world. You know, would your average person really know Ryan Garcia, who ain't under 21?
No.
Come on, like how many times you go in the gym, you hear people talk about boxing? It's rare. It's like it's a rarity, bro.
And to Ryan Garcia credit though, CJ, Ryan Garcia, I'll give him his credit on this. He did a good job on promoting himself to where he's a big enough name without having to do a damn thing in the sport.
At the end of the day, it go hand in hand. You can't have the popularity and not be able to fight. It's only so much matchmaking they can do. It's only so much.
Yeah, you gonna have to fight somebody eventually.
And that's why he want to cash out for the highest. But regardless, if he beat Tank, is he gonna continue to fight? No, he might take a break and come back. No,
and he might try to rematch Tank anyway. because the money might be that good. So it might be a trilogy, quadruple. Who knows?
He really ain't gonna fuck with Teofimo Lopez.
No,
Like,
he's
if
not
Lopez
fighting
look good, if Lopez come back look good, he ain't fucking.
And to be honest, I never thought T.O. was nothing that special anyway. I always thought Tank was sparking, but like you said, we will always say this: Tank don't want to fight nobody.
No, he know he don't want to fight T.O.
But he blamed. But what did you brought it up earlier this week? Well, last week because we in a new week. You said Tank said I'm in control of my destiny now. I make those decisions. So, and I don't have faith in Tank to make that fight. I'm just gonna be honest. But
the Ryan,
no, T.O.
Ryan nigga ain't never fight no Teofimo Lopez, bro.
I think he whoop him easy.
Let's see, man. I don't think so, bro.
I think he whoops him easy.
No, I don't think so, my nigga.
I think he whoops him easy.
No, I don't think so, bro.
All right, so now we about to have an educated talk because we ain't having.
I'm not saying he can't win, man.
What does T.O. do that's gonna make you?
One thing we know about T.O., bro, he could take a shot. That's one thing we know about T.O. What sitting there?
What person with that type of power he's been hit by though?
Don't matter. We know he gonna get up.
Well, yeah.
We do know that.
Yeah, we know that. I agree.
But we don't know if Tank can take that shit. The thing about T.O., he's a sharp counter puncher.
Oh, my bad, CJ. I forgot T.O. got dropped his last fight. You right.
He will get up. No lungs, half a lung.
You're right.
Collapse lung.
Hole in his esophagus.
Whatever it was, blood dripping from his nose. Like, he battle tested. The thing about that shit, Tank opened up, and Tank just had to stick and move and beat Teofimo Lopez. The minute Tank sit there and open up and T.O. catch and return, that's why he don't want to fight. Like, he could beat Teofimo Lopez. I'm not saying he wouldn't be the favorite or he wouldn't be competitive, but and that motherfucker, man, sit there with T.O. and try to open up versus T.O., man. T.O.
No, but that would be foolish. But I just think that Tank got.
We gonna have to be stationary at some point. T.O. don't waste energy.
I think that just Tank got the skill to kind of neutralize whatever T.O.'s What was
the
best
Lopez we seen? As soon as that nigga get hit, we gonna find out, like, cause he gonna get hit with some shit he don't see coming. That's the difference about it. He gonna hit when you got somebody that can counter punch you like T.O. He gonna hit you with something you don't see coming. That's why he don't want to fight Teofimo Lopez. Ain't no game banking promotional company, bro. That boy is strong, bro, and he fast and he a good counter punch. He real sharp. He get out of position with Teofimo Lopez. He gonna, man, shit.
So just refresh my memory. What was it that the reason why T.O. lost to Camboso was?
He fought stupid. He fought stupid. He would beat Camboso in a rematch. If he just would have boxed and just did what he did, he only lost by 2 points, didn't he? On my card, he only lost by 2 points.
I only had him losing by 1 round.
So yeah, I mean, shit. It was like, it is. Devin. If Devin would have fought like that, Camboso probably would have won. Being in Australia, I feel easy every round.
Easy.
So if he fought like, man, it is what it is. You gotta live with it. A loss don't mean shit. My thing about him is, his personal life going on. Where you at, TB? I ain't seen your ass in a billion years, bro. You somewhere eating some tofu, Chinese food? Big TB. Carissa Ryan Payton said, he said, CJ, you have to eat to live.
You have to eat to live,
man, I'm not eating no tofu ribs, none of that shit, man. Just give me the tofu.
I'm not eating tofu.
Give me the tofu version of the tofu version, if that make any sense. I don't want nothing like
sense to me, brother.
Yeah, like I said, if it wasn't for turkey wings and chicken wings, I can go without pork and red meat. I don't need that shit.
Yeah, you don't need that swine, brother.
Only reason pork is bad, other than niggas don't fry no catfish like pork, and catfish is the pork of the sea.
Who the hell eating nasty ass catfish?
Catfish is good as fuck, nigga. Shit, it ain't even the worst fish.
Them and tilapia, no way.
Tilapia is by far worse than catfish.
I'm not eating neither one.
Boy, you don't eat crabs and lobster and shit.
I'm allergic to them nasty, and I wouldn't eat them neither. Religious reasons.
I like the fake crab. That shit fire.
Oh, the imitation, yeah. That's really like tuna, right? That's like scraps.
I don't know. Shit good, but that's the same shit. Only reason pork really bad is because of the salt that's in pork, for real.
Animal is disgusting.
Trash. And the animal, but it's really the salt that do it. It's very, very high in salt. That's what like that's really what it is. It's so hot and salt, bro.
People love their bacon, bro.
But yeah, but it's the salt. That's the difference between turkey bacon and bacon.
Turkey
It ain't so much the texture so much. People can talk about the texture, it's the salt.
Yeah, it might be the salt.
It's actually the sodium in that shit, but you know, that's just the one thing that kill people. It's the two white things. Salt and sugar.
Yep.
The two things. That's it. If you can avoid, I mean, you really can. If you mix in brown sugar, you'll be good. Brown sugar
or date sugar is the shit too. Date sugar real good.
Yeah, brown sugar is because it's you know, you look at anything that's white, which should be naturally brown.
Yeah, like vanilla ice cream, for example. Vanilla is not white.
No, if you look at vanilla extract, what is it? It's brown.
Brown, yeah. So
you can put that on your tooth. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I learned that
vanilla.
Time. Vanilla extract, yeah. Oh, rub it on toothache. But yeah, yep. You know, anything white, that's the nutrient side of it.
And they bleach it.
Yep. Yeah, you got the alkaline. But the thing about that shit too, he was talking about eating good and shit. You feel a lot better, but it's harder financially to sustain that shit. If you go get a salad right now, that shit'd be $14. A cheeseburger, $2. What's your average person gonna choose?
The cheeseburger. But I just went grocery shopping. A lot of people say that's the downplay on it. So, like, for example, I just went grocery shopping. I literally bought all fruits, except for.
But the only thing bad about the fruit is you gotta buy that shit in increments throughout the week because
it go bad. So
you can spray your bananas with that shit. That bitch be yellow for like a week, nigga.
Fact. So I bought like six apples, 6 peaches.
An Indian apple?
Nah, the green joints.
Dog. You ain't never had an Indian apple, my nigga?
No, I don't like it. I don't know what Indian apples is.
Man, don't say you don't like it, nigga.
I was about to say I don't like it. I just don't know.
The apple that you cut out, you cut that bitch up and they got the seeds in them bitches, dog. You never seen it. They about to come in season, I believe. Man, bro. They look like pomegranate, I guess you could say. I don't know. But you open that bitch up and it look like this. Nigga, listen to your boy. Fire, my nigga. Like they like fire. These and red pears are my favorite. Fire, and don't feed that girl dog. Whoever dog you got, grapes. They toxic to dogs. Grapes.
Yeah.
And smoked turkey bones. No, don't do them neither.
Smoke what?
Smoked turkey bones. Can't do them neither.
No.
Any smoked bones. Nope. My mom gave Sapato smoke bone. He got sick. Could have told you that. But yeah, them Indian apples, fire. Fire. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. They about to come and listen to you, boy. I'm going to cash in on Danny when he fights Benavidez. Usually Danny not throwing enough. But he'll get the dub. Support the channel, cash out.
Wait, hold on. I'm about to Google. Is an Indian apple the same as a Jamaican apple? Because Jamaican apples, if you go to Jamaica and you ask a Jamaican if they eat apples and you show them a red apple from here, they'd be like, what the hell is that?
PBC probably let you down with the quickness. You ain't lying, bro. But, you know, they don't know how to matchmake their fighters. That's why I keep telling y'all it's a certain way. Like, you gotta match them against their weaknesses early on. Because 9 times out of 10, that's kind of what they gonna see. Like, Earl Smith's not fighting a southpaw since Emmanuel Lartley. Like, you can really, if I really just took, like, if I really did a video and just on the facts of Earl Smith's not fighting Terrence Crawford, y'all will understand why.
Well, guess what?
I really had the rights to use the footage and all that shit. Like, he hasn't fought a southpaw since Lartley. And
really?
then on top of that, my nigga, the southpaw that he was the Pacquiao clone was tearing his ass up. A couple days later, guess what happened? They canceled it.
The eye.
The Pacquiao clone was tearing his ass at the flame.
Remember, we looked that up and we were like, "Yo, he in trouble." We called him being in trouble. But the crazy thing is, that's how you know how styles make fights, because Ugas picked Pacquiao apart. Head to Matt Bay.
You ain't lying. Yep, and you know, there's a reason why he ain't fought. No, there's a reason they canceled that fight. Sorry to say it. Floyd v. Pacquiao, that's the other laugh my ass out, man.
Oh, he said that's the number 3. I guess that's. I don't think you can count. Floyd is not a PBC fighter. Floyd is a product of Top Rank.
I think T.O. beats Tank. That's a good fight. I don't know who I would pick.
I don't think it's a good fight. I think it's a great fight, but I just don't, like you said, Tank.
T.O. just a little bit more battle tested. That's
CJ,
it. Tank more talented.
Tank more talented. T.O.'s more battle tested, and Ryan is a diva. Who would you say got the better record thus far?
No,
hold on. Teofimo Lopez or Devin?
T.O.
Yeah, because of the Loma fight.
Yeah,
Loma gives him the
Loma,
Comey, and
they both fought Mason Menard.
They both fought Cambosa.
Yeah, so I probably Loma fight Comey really good too. Remember, Comey went life and death with
Bunny.
Yeah, Comey.
Yeah,
not Devin, but who went life and death with that nigga? Easter, my bad.
Yeah, Bunny. Yeah, I said Bunny.
Yeah, Bunny went life and death. That's just Comey. Whatever. Hey, you tripping, Kobe Catfish? The truth.
I'm not eating nothing that eat diapers, my boy. Sorry,
yeah, they scavengers, bro. They really
are disgusting. I'm not eating them things.
Yeah, they're scavengers, bro. They good as hell though.
And the thing with me is CJ, like, if I tell you I'm not eating something, you ain't gonna see me eating that. Like, so shark, you ain't never the Trinidadian people up here. Like, we got a big West. You know, we got a big West Indian culture in New York, especially the tri-state, like New York City, throughout the boroughs. Trinidadian people, they got a thing called bacon shark, and it's like it's a hot commodity. It's like they traditional like sandwich. I'm not eating no shark, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care how good you say you could season. I'm not eating no shark.
A lot of people ain't eating stuff that they really know the truth on it. Salute, bro. He said, and Liley robbing him bad. Yeah, I think it was a right hook, left hook, something like that. Yeah.
I remember that. And I was arguing with somebody.
That's what make Errol Spence. Is he a southpaw? That's what make him. Yeah, that's what make him so good. He a southpaw.
Yeah, that it really is. Like, and the fact that people are saying, like you said, like I hate when people be like, "Oh, he's so basic, but he's so good at this and that." Like, come on now, stop it. Like, and now they have this thing like, "Oh, look at I don't know if you ever seen that that GIF, CJ, where it's like all of his opponents and their eyes is like messed up. Like, oh, he the eye crusher. Like, he didn't mess up no Sean Porter eye.
No, Danny Garcia.
Danny Garcia was on there. Was on that little.
What shit wrong with Danny eye? Was it?
There was nothing wrong with it. He was just a little swollen. Yeah, a little.
He said we love Earl down here, but boy, to bet money on Bud. I mean, it is what it is, bro. You might be right, but yeah, it's the reason why he ain't saw the solid. PBC don't know how to match up their fighters. That's the only issue with them. TL fights so stupid to be Tank. I don't know. He fought stupid one fight. So I can't say that he consistently fights.
He literally fought stupid one fight and it cost him. It could have cost him a contract. He lucky he signed the papers before he went home.
He ain't lying.
He lucky he got that deal. Now we don't know I don't know who the guy he fighting now, but hopefully he
number put on one guy at the WBO, Liam Paro. Was it Liam Paro? I don't know. I seen him fight a little bit. Puts in a mind frame with like, I don't know. I think he might be Australian too. He said, I'm a sub nigga. We try to we said y'all eat what's that shit they eat? That shit that you suck out the shell? No, crawfish.
Oh, crayfish. Yeah. They bugging. Yeah, y'all eat them little nasty ass roaches. Yeah.
They still eat motherfucking raccoons and shits like that. Frog legs.
There's no way I'm eating. No, I'm not doing nothing like that.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was down south, the first time I had a deep fried steak. You never had one of them?
Oh yeah. When I used to eat meat, they got a Colombian spot make that.
Said we fought stupid in the second half of the Loma fight. Oh shit, he had to make sure they want to rob that nigga. Yeah, shit, you don't know you up that much when you fighting, dog. Sometimes.
Yeah, you really don't. And plus, Loma, you could tell what Loma was trying to do. I watched that fight 3 times. You could tell he was trying to.
He trying to just tire him out. Yeah, and that shit didn't work.
It didn't work. It definitely.
If he stopped punching, they probably would have tried to rob that nigga.
What?
They love Lomachenko like, man, but he won the belt. They gonna act like it's the best thing since sliced bread.
If I'm Devin,
home for the Ukraine,
bro. If I'm Devin, I say F these belts and I move the hell on to 140.
And then them niggas gonna come all the way down and fight for them belts. Watch. I said, what? I'm coming back down.
Yeah, I'm going. Ryan gonna be like, you know what? 140 is not for me. I'm in great shape. Due to God's will, and I'm going back down to 135.
Come on, that shit cool. He said, "Yup, coon, deer meat. Oh, I had deer meat. That
No,
shit
I
is
had
cool.
deer. I had deer like 10 years ago. It wasn't bad, but I'm not eating that.
I had, man. Yeah, somebody put cheese and all types of shit into like a sausage little thing. Some dude brought it to us one day. I was like, yeah, it's kind of good.
Deer?
So I heard about niggas cooking gators here, but I never had it. I ain't eating none of that
You
shit.
ain't get me no reptile. Jamaicans would say not Errol Spence because he's not Jamaican. Jamaicans would say bad man no yam lizard.
He said, but Kobe, some of the best meat I've had with oxtail. They said something bad about oxtail. What is it?
T, let me tell you something. You ain't had no good oxtail till you came up to New York, brother. You gotta come up to New York. I take you to Miss Lily's, or I take you to the door. That's a spot in the hood. Oxtail, yo, CJ, you ain't never had no oxtail?
No, I ain't never eaten that shit.
Why not?
I'm good, bro. I don't like Jamaican food.
What?
Yeah, I like the ginger beer. That's it.
Wait, time out. Hold on. Time out. 30-second foul on the flagrant foul on the play.
Jamaican food.
You never had jerk chicken? You can't say you don't like.
Not a fan of jerk chicken either.
You never had curry chicken?
Never, not a fan of curry chicken either.
What you mean you're not a fan? No.
I don't like it. I'm not gonna go out there and get it.
Listen, CJ, you can't say you don't like something.
Give me the ginger beer. I had it.
You know you ain't had it. Where you had it from?
Man, here, man, we got a good Jamaican spot on.
Hey, no, it's not. Yes, y'all don't got Jamaicans out there like that.
Yeah, we got a great Jamaican spot out here.
No, it ain't. How you know it's a great Jamaican spot and you don't like?
Man, we got a couple of them. Matter of fact, you gotta
get yourself, brother.
Man, I know people that eat there. I just choose to eat somewhere else.
Listen, bro. You can't.
I'm good. Just give me the ginger beer, bro.
He said, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Ginger beer is the bomb.
It's the best shit y'all got there.
No, it's not, bro. It's not.
I don't like jerk chicken. I had jerk chicken. I just ain't nothing. I'm not saying it's nasty. Just something I'm not gonna request. Like, dog, hey, make some jerk chicken or something. I know I'm good.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I'm good. It ain't nothing.
Like how you said with me with the with whatever you say, you don't know what you missing, bro. Because there's so.
I eat it over Ethiopian food though.
No, Ethiopian food. I can't eat Ethiopian food. I'm sorry. Listen, and you know me, I'm like borderline vegan. I can't eat puree food. That Ethiopian. I went to an Ethiopian restaurant. I can't eat it.
They roll everything in bread. That shit
bread
for a week.
And that bread tastes mad like it got an after.
It tastes like that bitch kind of like got.
It's called they call it naan, N-A-N. I can't eat naan. It don't taste right.
Exactly. Oxtail, I'm good, bro.
Oxtail good. Sorry.
I'll probably eat a beef patty if anything.
You like beef patties?
Yeah, they pretty good.
I'll take you to a spot where they got the beef patty. You like fish, right?
Yeah, I like fish.
Bruh, you can't say you don't like Jamaicans make every.
Jerk chicken. I know I'm saying I don't like jerk chicken. I just not gonna ask for it. It's good, it's straight, but it's just not something I'm gonna like. Like, oh man, I got the taste. We do got a spot on 8 Mile. It used to be on 7 Mile. I forget what it's called. Yeah, I got a couple spots up. We got
like spicy food, CJ, or you like mild food?
Mild food.
Listen. There's a type of fish called escovitch fish. Listen, it's not a type of fish. It's just the way that they season it. I'm gonna put you on, dog. I'm gonna put you on.
And that motherfucker.
And you ain't gotta pay for it neither. I'll buy it. This way you can't say you wasting your money if you don't like it.
Good. But damn, I wasted this nigga money.
No. Damn, I just wasted Kobe money. No, I got you, bro.
The beef patty's pretty good. But
I'm telling you, I'm gonna take you to the beef patty spot. I already told Town I had him too, because Town was out here eating halal food, Mexican halal food.
I think I'm New York eating Mexican halal food.
He was eating halal food from Spanish people. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Town got me.
What is you doing, bro?
Yeah, Town.
What is you doing, man?
I could have took Town to.
I can't say shit because I went to Buffalo Wild Wings stuff.
No, but at least you went to Buffalo Wild Wings. You went to a known.
That bitch fucked my order up. I got all the way back to Flushing from Brooklyn. She fucked my order up.
Town was out here eating Mexican halal food.
Yeah, I'm not going out east eating no Mexican food. I had the Chinese people food in Flushing.
Oh, because they got you was basically in
Chinatown. Hell yeah.
You should have got you some bubble tea.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what it was back then though.
Yeah,
like that shit be good. But let me get out of here. Man, find me something to eat for all this shit closed. Appreciate y'all. You can listen to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, whole 9. Check the link tree. Shout out to Kobe. See y'all tomorrow, possibly.
Peace out, y'all.